Good morning, Infinities. Welcome back to another video. My name is Lexi. If you don't already know, subscribe to my channel so you stay updated with everything that I do. So as you see, we are in my bedroom today, and that's because today's video is just to get to know me and my life a little bit better. So as you know by the title already, I became a stepmom at 19 years old. Just a little disclaimer, this is my life, so I would appreciate if you guys just keep negative comments to yourself. Me and my family are very happy, and we don't like any of that negativity in our lives. So please keep the comments positive always, and I'll get on with the story. So when I was 19 years old, I had already met my husband. If you haven't watched that video, we do have a video on how we met. So you can pause the video here and go watch that and come back, or you can finish this video and then go to that one and watch that one. So I had known my husband already for a year when we decided around spring break, because I was finishing school still, that I would come and visit so I could meet his kids from a previous marriage, and I was extremely nervous. At the time, when I was younger, I grew up very mature. I really took care of my brother and sister for years, most of their years, when they were infants and when they were children, like toddlers. I would believe I moved out when I was 18, so I stopped caring for them when they were around the ages of 9, 10-ish, around there. And so I had a lot of experience with kids, but this was different because my brother and sister loved me because I am their sister, because I am, biologically tied to them, like they're my blood. So it was almost like they didn't have a choice to not love me or love me, So I was really nervous on whether or not they were gonna accept me, because they have both of their parents in their lives and they were babies, basically. My son was 3 years old and my daughter was 4 years old at the time. So basically, I was really, really nervous, and I got here on I believe it was March 20-something, around there, and I came and I stayed here for 3 days, I believe. And when I first met them, they were a little skittish. They were only 3 and 4 years old, so they saw me as a stranger, of course. But after about maybe 5 hours, they were just all over me. Because they were 3 and 4 years old, they still like to climb onto you and stuff like that. Like they did the things babies do, And after about 5 hours, both of them were just climbing over me, and I thought that was the greatest sign ever, because if I felt accepted and I felt like they weren't afraid of me, which was awesome. And so after the 3 days, of course, I had to go back. I'm from Florida, so that's where I went back to. I went back to Florida, and I stayed there for about another 20-something days. I think it was exactly a month. My birthday is April 23rd, so I believe April 19th, I called my husband up, and I was just telling him that I felt miserable where I was, because when I came here to be with them, I felt so happy. It was just the best, one of the best, or the 3 best days of my life, really. I felt really complete with all of them. And so going back and not having them made me feel really sad and upset. I just felt like there was no point into where I was being. I know I had to finish school, and I only had a couple months left. So, I knew I had to finish school, but I just called him up, and I was just like, spontaneously, I just want to go over there. I want to come back, you know? And he was like, okay, and then he bought me a plane ticket. That was like insane, just doing that, just up and leaving, just grabbing all your stuff. I had one suitcase filled with everything that I really honestly needed. One suitcase. So imagine going in your closet and picking out a certain amount of clothes, but also like looking at all your knickknacks, like your perfumes and stuff like that, and just saying like, I don't need those things, and putting whatever you need in one suitcase. Everything that you have in one suitcase that you feel that is very valuable, and then leaving. So that's what I did. Left. I grabbed my transcripts, and I ended up finishing school online. I haven't gone back since then. And now I'm 24, and the kids are, well, my daughter is 10 and my son is 9, so they're 15 months apart. So they're very close in age, and they can't even remember me never being here, which makes me feel like I've gotten a spot in their heart that will never go away. And it's just this is my life, and this is the path that I wanted to take, and to me, this is where I feel like I've always was gonna end up, you know? So that's how I became a stepmom at 19. I think I was fitted for it, though, to be honest. I mean, my whole life I've taken care of my brother and sister for the most part. I mean, with give or take a couple of years where my grandmother was around and she helped, and which those are other stories, of course, but they really complete me. My husband and my 2 kids, they really do. They make me feel like this is where I've always was meant to be, and you know, I've fulfilled a lot of my dreams I thought I wouldn't being here also. Like I'm an artist as well. I love to paint, and I have a few videos on that too if you haven't watched them. I'm still, like, I do sell my paintings, but I'm still, you know, on a journey on getting better on doing that. But so now you know how I became a 19-year-old stepmom, and my kids for the longest time didn't even know how old I was. We didn't want that to cloud their judgment of me, you know. We wanted them to get to know me, not based off my age, and think that, oh, I'm still a kid. So, because I wasn't a kid at all. I mean, I think the last time I was a kid, well, I kind of act like a kid now because I'm able to, you know. But when I was younger, I wasn't a kid. I remember being about 7 years old, and I was taking care of my brother and sister. So, you know, when you're changing diapers at 7 years old, that's you know, that's your life. So the kid in you kind of just goes away. But as you get older, like now I'm older, and I feel like I'm the biggest kid because I'm able to be a kid with my kids, you know. So, which I love a lot, by the way. I think I've said that a bunch of times. I'll probably cut that out. But now my kids I'm 9 years old, and they are very active. They do soccer. We coach their teams. Soccer mom, you know, he is soccer dad. That's our lives. We have soccer tomorrow, which is a Saturday. I don't know when I'm uploading this. Okay, thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to my channel so you can learn more about me and what I do with my hair. If you haven't watched that last video, I did cut my bangs myself at home, and I think they look pretty well. Pretty good. And I also I dyed my hair this teal color. So if you haven't watched those 2 videos, please go back and watch those 2 videos because it really helped me out. Please give me a thumbs up because it really helped me out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!